Good morning, good morning. It's 7:30 Christmas Day. Welcome to the roundup of the year. Chuffed to bits. Isn't it amazing? Buns of steel and liver transplant, sand. Yeehaw! It's a little disappointing. The lights down this street are usually fabulous, but because it's 7:30, nobody switched them on yet. The first run of the year was the Maverick run down in the New Forest. Early start, sub-zero temperatures, beautiful sunlight through the trees. And in February we went to Harrow on the Hill for that tarmac 10k. And then March, well, that was the Cambridge Half Marathon, my most successful video to date. Thank you everybody who watched. A great time and incredible support from Royston runners and all the fabulous public. That'd be Royston runners then. And then April, well, that began with a 10 base challenge, 15-mile run round the Kent coast. Really very warm, but also fog, I remember. Up there, I think it's now a hotel, but you should be able to see a 250-year-old castle. And at the end of April, Conwy Marathon, 26 miles of tarmac in beautiful west coast of Ireland. Here's a quiz question for you. When did the last ice age end? I'll tell you in a couple of minutes. And after Conwy Marathon, I had the first of the hoo-has, which was a 10k at Childerley Hall. A little bit of mud. So the first manor house, I think, was built in about the 1400s by a guy called Sir John Cutts, who was the treasurer to the household of King Henry VIII and became a very rich man. And then I went down to Essex for the Dunton Test Track 10. 10 miles around Ford's world famous Test Track and Development Centre. Oh, I can smell that barbecue now. And then up to the wonderful city of Edinburgh for that Edinburgh Half Marathon, all the way down the coast to Musselburgh. Am I lucky? And then I went off to the Quendon and Rickling 10k. Unfortunately, it was the first time the GoPro batteries are flat, so I had to do it all on the phone. Not a great success, made you realise why you get a GoPro. But she wasn't just the wife of the King of Essex, she was the sister of the King of Kent. So there's some serious royal politics going on 1400 years ago. And that's when we then began the next two hoo-has, which is Shuttleworth with a wonderful Spitfire fly past. Now that's what I'm talking about. They couldn't have timed that better if they've tried. I've got all tingly. Have a Spitfire take off over your head. Awesome. And also Ickworth in Suffolk. It was really well organised, really well marshalled. The enthusiasm of the commentator is always great fun. There's Eric, and there's everybody else. Yeah, alright, I'll just shut up, shall I? And after that, it was down to Bath for the two tunnels. a half marathon involving the longest underground section of any run in the UK apparently. So that was the Devonshire Tunnel, just 400 metres. And the next one we're going to do, Coombe Down I think it is, that's going to be 1600 metres, 4 times the length. I'll see if I can do a time lapse through there. And then it was back down to the West Country again, this time for the Dartmoor Volcano Race. An amazing experience. Bogs, hills, all the things I'm not very good at. And there's Red Lake behind me, coloured by the soil. And this is the boggy trot we've just done from Riders Hill up there all the way down, and there's Snowdon and Poopers Hill, and we came from way over there. Don't just love empty roads. And then from the southwest it was way across to the east for Norfolk. I did the Norfolk Coastal Half Marathon. Not as flat as you might think. So as well as the cockles, there's mussels and other shellfish around here, and I think this part is called the Stookie Freshes. And then one of the big ones across to South Wales for the first time, and I did the Gower Trail Race. Ended up being over 24 miles, took me over 7.5 hours. And then the big one, Beachy Head. What can we say about that? 15 miles, 3.5 hours, Snickers, no more to say. And then after Beachy, the Dirt Half Challenge. Canal side run didn't seem dirty to begin with. There we are. Look at this is beautiful. And then as we hit December, Grafham Water 10 miler that became 9. And in case you ever wondered what that is, that's the overflow. So the reservoir gets too full, the water goes down that to Great Tube and then goes away into the water system. And the last run of the year, last week, the Portsmouth Festive Half. Surprisingly challenging with a headwind and chafing from Santa's shorts. This is where I'm glad I wore trail shoes. Hey. They're quite slippy, be careful. There we have it. A 5-mile tour of Royston and a summary of the 19 races I've done this year. So to those who are new to the channel, that's what I do. I'm just a middle-aged bloke who enjoys trail running and exploring the UK and Ireland and finding out new things about places and then sharing it with you. Of course, if you subscribe and hit the notifications bell, you won't miss a thing. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. It's lovely to have you along. If you've got any suggestions for runs that I might do feel free to make them. Can't promise anything, but always nice to find inspiration. I really hope you'll be able to join me on another run very soon. Thanks ever so much. Have a lovely festive season and all the best for 2024.